night you closed that window on me? You remember what you did after that night?
Yeah. I realized you were imaginary.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a breakthrough. And a little while later, Brooks let me out, and I went home to live with my mom, and I got my job at Mr. Cluck's back, and I got better.
Okay, good. Great. Yeah. Except, see, here's the thing. None of that ever happened. You're still at Santa Rosa, man. You never left the hospital.
It's not possible.
It's hard, I know. But, I mean, all this, you, me, this island, that peanut butter, none of it's real, man.
No. I had my mom, my friend Johnny. I won the lottery.
Whoa, wow. Awesome, dude. What numbers did you play? Leonard's numbers, right? From the hospital? What a coincidence. You, seen him around anywhere else? Bingo! The hatch. With the button that you gotta push every 108 minutes or the world ends. Oh, and what's the code for the button? Oh, yeah. The numbers.
Does sound quite insane.
But I got better. I changed.
Changed? What, are you kidding me? Take a look at yourself. You've been on a deserted island for over 2 months, and you haven't dropped 10 pounds. How is that even possible, man?
I just destroyed my stash. I've been exercising. Libby says it won't happen overnight.
Right, Libby. The mega cute blonde chick who magically appeared from the other side of the island. Oh, yeah. And who just happens to have the hots for you.
Shut up, dude.
The big finale. The answer to all your problems.
Do not jump.
I'll wait for you to wake up. Snap out of it.
Do not jump.
I don't want to kill myself.
Who said anything about killing yourself, man? This is gonna bring you back to life.
I've gotten used to it.
I'm just waiting for him to bring up the fact that John promised him that he would protect him.
Purpose.
No matter what.
This place is a joke, John. The time I went all the way down to 0. And then some funny red pictures flipped up in its place. They looked like hieroglyphics. Then things got real interesting. There was a loud clunking and a hum like a magnet, a big magnet. It was really very frightening. And do you know what happened next?
Did the numbers flip back without him pushing the button?
Nothing happened, John. Nothing happened at all. Your timer just flipped back to 108. I never entered the numbers. I never pressed the button.
You're lying.
You want him to be lying because you think you have to push the
I'm
button.
done lying.
I believe him. Because it didn't make any sense why when John didn't get the numbers in time, the thing started popping up and then he put the number in and then it flipped back. I mean, what was the point of the timer if you could put the numbers in whenever you wanted?
You don't want me to wake up. Well, guess what? I'm not scared.
Okay.
Hurley, chill.
Because this isn't happening. None of it. I'm just imagining it. This isn't real life.
Why would you say that?
Because in real life,
He doesn't think she would like him in
no
real
girl
life.
like you would ever like me. You remember when I said I knew you from somewhere? Well, maybe it's because I made you up.
The day of the crash, on the other side of the island, Echo brought a man with a broken leg to me for help. What was his name?
I don't know.
Exactly.
You don't know. You know why? Because it happened to me. His name was Donald. And I buried him. I buried a lot of people, Hurley. So don't tell me that that wasn't real. And don't tell me you made me up. It's insulting. I am real. You're real. The way I feel about you, that's real. was real.
Maybe you should do it one more time. Just to be sure.
Ready to go back?
Do you really think I can, change?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
She had that look on her face. Was she in the hospital too?
Some water go with that?
Nope, I'm good.
Well, fine. See you later, guys. Thanks for the photo op.
Here's your pill, Libby.
Interesting. Interesting. She seems so together. Oh, man. All right. That was the end of the episode. And yes, I cried at the end. So it turns out Libby was in the hospital with Hurley, and that's why he thought she looked familiar. So I kind of would like to know what that is all about. But yeah, so this was a lot of Hurley. We got to see him in the hospital. I guess we found out why he was there. He met Dave in the hospital, he said. So Dave wasn't a part of his life until he got to the hospital. But I guess he was there because he thought because he was so fat that he was responsible for killing some people because he walked out somewhere and I guess whatever they were on collapsed, the deck or whatever. So I think that's why he was there. He just had a mental break for feeling like he murdered some people, which is very sad. And I don't know why he made up Dave, but Dave was always telling him to eat. And I guess like his doctor told him that he thinks he made up Dave. Well, not made up Dave, but he eats to punish himself. And Dave kind of helps him enforce that with always, telling him, oh, you should need to eat this and you eat that and all that stuff. So I was happy for Hurley when he, in the past Hurley, when he denied Dave, like when they were going to escape, he didn't go with him because he knew that he wasn't real and he needed help, and he got help and everything. But then Dave's on the island, which is really in his head, and I don't know what made it come back. Yeah, he was like hoarding food and eating food a lot. Maybe that's what triggered Dave to come back in his head. I don't know, but this Dave was trying to kill him. So I don't know. I'm glad that he didn't jump. I'm glad that he's fine, and I'm glad Libby helped him. But now I'm a little worried because she had this look on her face at the end there, and I'm like, did she just lie to him or whatever? But I think maybe the look on her face had something to do with the fact that she was in the institution or the hospital or whatever you want to call it. So I don't know. It's very interesting. Just more questions. This never really answers anything. Just more questions. We also we dealt with Henry a little bit, and Saeed almost killed him, and I'm glad Anna stopped him because he pretty much flat out admitted. First he tried to play it off, and then they knew that he was lying right away. But he admitted that he is part of the group, the others. He's not in charge, he says. He's scared of the person who is, and he already confirmed what I already knew, which was that the bearded guy is not the leader, because we saw that in the episode Maternity Leave. So I don't know. So there's somebody else they're scared of, or he's scared of, maybe, unless he's just playing. I have no idea. I still don't see why they have to tie him up all uncomfortable like they had him, because he's already hit in the hatch. He's already locked up in a room. He can't get out. There's no way for him to get out, because he already tried to get out through there and he couldn't. So I don't know why that is, but maybe it's just because he's another. Maybe it was Saeed's idea. I have no idea. I do believe Henry when he told John that he never put the numbers in, because it just didn't make sense. Because when John didn't get the numbers put in time, the hieroglyphics started popping up, and then he punched the last numbers in, or whatever, hit and execute or whatever, and the numbers flipped back. And I was like, well, what's the point of the freaking countdown if you can put the numbers whenever you want? So it makes sense. So I wonder what happened. Like when he heard the big magnet thing, he said he heard it like it's magnet and thumping or something like that, and then the numbers flip back to 108. And I don't know. I wonder what that did. Now, I'm going to tell you guys. If you follow me on Twitter, then you already know this. But I tweeted out that I was examining the map. Okay, the map that showed up on the hatch door. The one that John was stuck under. I think it was the one he was stuck under, right? I'm pretty sure. I got a picture of it. And I sat there for 2 hours. 2 hours I sat there examining that, trying to see what I could figure out, okay? And I tweeted that I was looking at the map that was just recently revealed on Lost, for me, anyway. And I was like, and I come to the conclusion that I have no fucking idea what the hell I'm looking at, because I don't understand it. Now, when I saw the episode, I said, when it showed the map, I said, what are those other facilities or something like that? I said something like that. I don't remember what I said exactly. And I think I confirmed that when I was looking at the picture, okay? Because you got the one they're in, which is the Swan. And that's like the main one that we see a lot. And then we had the one the Losties were hiding in, which was Arrow. And then we had the one we saw in maternity leave, which was, I'm picturing the map in my head right now, which is why I'm pointing, because that's where it was on the map. And then we had I think the map, it was called the staff, whatever. And that was like the medical one. And that's the one that the others were in, or were using, but they recently abandoned because of I think Claire getting away. And then there was this other one that was right next to the Swan. It was like off to the left, and it was the Flame, which we have not seen yet, but that's the name that was on it. And there were a couple other ones that were like dotted outline, and I don't think that, I'm thinking Desmond drew these, or maybe the people that were there before him. I'm not sure. But didn't know if those were actual like facilities, if they were actually there. I don't know. And then there's all this writing all over the place. Could not read it. I was able to see some more, like some words, and I was actually almost able to like see an entire passage, but some of the words I couldn't make out. So yeah, I was like very dedicated to figuring it out, and I did not figure it out. All I know is there is a facility somewhere called the Flame. So yeah, I was obsessed. I was being a little obsessive about it. I just really want to understand what's going on, and I didn't get anything. So yeah, just thought I'd let you guys know how obsessive I got about it. And yeah, so we'll see. I'm sure things will get revealed over time, and all that, but yeah. So I just thought I'd let you guys know about it. But I like this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. If you did, please give this video a like. If you have any suggestions on anything you'd like me to react to, please leave that down below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.